good early morning, not that early, 11:46 morning from us. Got the boys in the car. We're gonna go eat some pho, and then we're gonna go shopping for a baby shower, and then we're going to go have lunch / early dinner with some friends. My friend Tiffany and her husband Larry, because my friend Tiffany is actually gonna be the one who's making me my dress for Danny's wedding, and I still have no idea what it's gonna look like or anything like that, but yeah. Yeah. They're pretty good. You ever eat them by themselves?
They taste like water.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They're like wheat thins of the vegetable world. They have just enough flavor to keep you like guessing and wanting more. Vladimir, sweetheart, if you don't want to eat anymore, that's fine, but please don't make a mess. Your auntie just got done saying you got no sprouts. He's dropping them on the floor. Might not look like a lot, ladies and gentlemen, but this is going to be dun, 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 a luau party for baby Bryson. Someone has been asleep on me for quite a while and should wake up soon. My breast hurt a lot. I should have fed him, I believe, twice. So I think he hears me. Talking mess. His little umbilical cord stump fell off. I'm gonna send it in to get a breast milk bead and umbilical cord like bead made. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. I know I have not seen you guys in quite a while. I mean, we've seen each other. It doesn't help that I like had to catch up on like 4 or 5 vlogs in this past like few hours. I'm gonna try to be a little bit better. I mean, I've always been bad, but my goodness, it doesn't help that Rhayemun's been home from work. I'm at a kind of like a loss. I love having him here, don't get me wrong, I adore having him here, but it's difficult in the sense of being able to do things because it's not my normal, it's not my routine. I'm used to him going to work, I'm used to it being just myself. And though it has been very well received and very, very much welcomed, I've enjoyed these past like 2 weeks almost. He'll have to go back to work on Wednesday, so it's coming up here soon. We're on our last 2 days. Today's Sunday, so he has Monday and then Tuesday, and then the following day he has to go back to work. But I've enjoyed my time with him, and I've enjoyed being spoiled and being able to depend on him to do anything I really need him or want him to do. I've been enjoying sleeping in, but I guess technically speaking it's not really sleeping in because I wake up, so it's sleeping. I mean, it is sleeping in, I guess, because I mean Vladimir wakes up anywhere from 7 to 8 normally, you know, so, and I've been waking up at like 9, so that's really nice. But I've been enjoying it, but it's been difficult because I know that as soon as he leaves, I'll be all by myself. And I'll just have to create some sort of routine or something with the boys, you know? And I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But today was a wonderful day with Vladimir. He was in such an amazing mood. He woke up and he was just my perfect little boy. He is my little baby. These past few days, I think since before we even left to the hospital, I think I might have mentioned it, his mouth has just been hurting him so bad, and he just hasn't been in a very good mood. He's just been very angry and it's been very difficult. It's difficult seeing him like that, seeing him in pain, and it's also just difficult being around him because he's not a happy camper, you know. He's mean and he's in pain, you know, so it makes things rough. And then of course Niklaus is good. He just eats and sleeps all day long. But today he had a pretty funky day. He wanted to be carried most of the day. And I mean, it's to be given. I mean, prior to a week ago, he was in my belly being carried everywhere. He's never known anything outside of me. And I know sometimes, especially with being a new mom or a new parent, it's just really hard to be needed in such a way. You know, I mean, it's hard already in pregnancy because you sometimes feel sick and you don't really have much control over your own body, let alone your own hormones sometimes, your own emotions. And then to have this little itty bitty, like, baby human come out of you that still solely depends on you so much. It can be difficult, you know. It can be really hard, and sometimes people don't realize it. And you know, you want to have some independence because finally, you know, your body's back to being yours. You're not carrying them around everywhere. You know, you can leave them if need be, or if you want to. But at the same time, they still, you know, they don't know anything. One minute they were chilling inside of you. You know, they can smell you in there and they can hear you. And they're just with you, and then one day they're not. You know, that's probably a real big shocker. So it's difficult for them too, you know. And I mean, they got to deal with things like gravity and like peeing and pooping and eating. Prior to this, they didn't have to do that. You know, that sounds like, it sounds funny when you say it, but I mean, could you imagine never having to eat because your needs were always taken care of? You never felt cold, you've never felt hunger, you've never, you know, never felt anything really, you know. And then all of a sudden you feel all these things. You feel gravity on you. You feel how heavy you are. You feel these terrible pains that make you cry because you're so hungry. It's mind-boggling. But you smell all these weird smells that you've never smelled before. Man, that must be weird. But me personally, I've been doing alright. I've been doing okay. The only thing that is pain-wise, let me get back to that. Pain-wise, I'm amazing. I'm doing amazing in comparisons to how I was with Vladimir. Vladimir's pregnancy and labor and birth were a pretty rough one. Pretty rough. Psychologically, physically, mentally, emotionally, anything you can think of, it was rough. And with Niklaus, it was almost the complete opposite. I mean, his pregnancy, as you guys know, I mean, it was great. I did have morning sickness quite a lot with him, and I did actually physically puke, which was something I didn't do with Body, but I mean, he was great. He moved a lot, an awful lot, which I really didn't necessarily care for too much because he would hurt me, but it was good. It was nice. And then the labor was quick, and then the birth was even quicker. And I mean, the recovery, I feel like I'm doing great. I mean, I felt like I was doing great right afterwards too. You know, with Vladimir, I had to take the narcotics that they offer you because I was just in so much pain. It hurt to stand, it hurt to sit, it hurt to lay, it hurt to exist. And with Niklaus, I am doing great. I am moving around, whether or not that has something to do with the fact that I have an 18-month-old who needs me and depends on me and demands my attention is an entirely other thing, or if really I am doing much better. I think I'm doing much better, you know. I really do. The only thing that's gotten me down as of recently is just my emotions. They've been everywhere. I've been crashing for the past, I think, 4 or 5 days now. So for the past, like, almost damn week. I don't know. It's just, like I said, all my emotions are just crashing down on me. All my hormones. I'm finally getting back to being normal, I guess. Sort of. And I just am lacking in motivation and very emotional. Not all the time, but it hits me every once in a while, and it's rough. I don't like it because I feel overtly sad or super angry, or, you know, it's just, I'm just trying to get back down. My body's just trying to get back down to its normal. And it's trying really hard, and it's just been rough because going back to Rhayemun, I mean, it's his time off too, and I know he wants to do things like enjoy his family, get to know Klaus, help me, but he also wants to enjoy himself as well because, you know, he wants to show his new baby off to people, and he wants to go hang out with friends. And it has been rough these past few days because we've been going out almost every damn near day. And as you know, I'm not used to that. I'm just not. Vladimir is for sure not used to it. Niklaus isn't used to anything, let alone going out every day. But this could, who knows, this, for all he knows is that this is the new normal. But Vladdy's not been in a very good mood, and it's just been all weighing down on me. And I mean, like I said, I've been having fun. I've had fun once I'm initially out and about and doing things, but it's been pretty rough. Then I feel bad because I'm not in a good mood, and I feel like I take it out on Rhayemun, and he's just an amazing person, let alone an amazing husband and father. Really want to do something special for Father's Day for him this year. I don't know what though. Want to show him how much I appreciate him, and I don't know, everything just seems silly, or it seems not good enough. So if anyone has any ideas of what I can do for him, leave it down below. But I'm pretty sure I've been ranting for a while now, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on how I've been doing, and it's been good. Been really, really good. Not enjoying waking up in a giant puddle of breast milk. That's never fun. But what can you do? Vladimir's also been nursing off of me much more frequently now, and he's happy because in the beginning, he was not really liking to nurse off me, and then all of a sudden my milk legitimately came in, and now he enjoys it much more. I think in total he'll nurse off of me maybe 3 or 4 times a day, and a lot of it has to do, I believe, with comfort nursing, because he'll just sit there and he won't necessarily suckle. He'll just, but looking back on it, he wouldn't necessarily suckle all the time either, because I have a pretty heavy letdown of just drippage, and he'd just sit there and wait for his mouth to get full of milk, and then he'd swallow, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing now that I look back at it, but he's doing that. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys, I went to the fabric store with my friend Tiffany, so we picked out the fabric and the pattern for my bridal, my bridesmaid's dress. I'm super excited. It is what I wanted, and I'm glad that both Tiffany and Rhayemun talked me into what I wanted, because I was quite at a loss, and I'm excited. I'm excited for my best friend to get married. I can't believe that's happening. And Rhayemun brought something up to my attention earlier, that the year is almost halfway over, if you can believe that. So wild. So I will let you guys go. I hope you guys liked today's vlog. I'm gonna try to get more like, I don't even know if I would say emotionally invested in these vlogs, more something more. I'm gonna do more of something for you guys. I know it's been, just like I said, it's been really weird, but we've just been running around everywhere. Then we've had Aiden for longer than what we normally do, and that's rough in and of its own, because Aiden also has not been in the best of moods either. I swear him and Vladimir are like twins. If one is sick, the other one is sick, or if one is teething, the other one is teething. I feel like they're doing everything at the exact same time, even though Aiden is 4 months younger than Vladimir. It's rough. It's really, really hard. Having 3 under 2 is very, very difficult. That is for sure. I only have 2 hands, 2 nipples, and so much patience, but I like it. I really, really like it. I'm just super duper blessed. Super duper fortunate to have these children in my life. To have my husband in my life, and it's, I don't know. I hope no one ever thinks I'm complaining. Because, it can get difficult and it can get rough, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And I'm really happy. I have my Vladdy, and I have my Niklaus, and on occasion I have Aiden, and then I have Rhayemun. And it's my perfect little family. And I can't believe it's mine. Can't believe this is my life. This is perfect. It's a dream come true. And it might not look like much to other people, but this is my paradise. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.